Good morning, traders. Good morning, traders. Today we want to discuss exact sciences, Elliott wave analysis. Exact sciences, Elliott wave analysis. The financial instrument that we are analyzing is exact sciences. The epic is EXAX. Eco S-ray Alpha Sierra. This is an American stock. Okay, exact sciences. All right. On the 20th of October 2016, exactly on Thursday, all right, I received an email from a TSTW trader that was asking me to know whether this stock is in the fourth Elliott wave. All right. So I leave it to Elliott wave traders, our subscribers, to spend 2 minutes looking at these charts and to also tell me in the comment section whether by looking at this chart, whether this stock is in a fourth Elliott wave. All right. Okay. Talking about exact science Elliott wave analysis. Here we are. We can see that clearly there was a trending first. So the trending first for this stock, exact science, has started here, and that trending first, has ended here. This is the trending first. After the trending first, we have what we call the flat correction. This is a flat correction. We have here what we call a double retracement, followed by this is a double retracement here, followed by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move down here. So the trending first from this green spot to this one here, followed by a flat correction that has ended here. So the Elliott wave cycle, one Elliott wave cycle has ended here at this point in time. All right. All right, at this point right here. Okay, now we have this move up. Okay, so we want to analyze this section of the price action to know whether we are in a fourth Elliott with this section here, this move here. So an Elliott wave cycle has completed here. Are we now in the fourth Elliott wave? All right. Now, before we continue, I need to say something to traders that is very, very important. Is that I have what I call gentleman agreement with Elliott wave providers. So we know that there are Elliott wave analysis providers out there that analyzing chart for traders, and this is a service that they provide, and they earn revenue analyzing chart for traders. I do not get any revenue from traders when I'm analyzing a chart. I need to tell traders also that my objective at 24 Elliott wave is not to provide Elliott wave analysis services, is to teach traders how to apply the Elliott wave in the financial market. So there is this kind of gentleman agreement between myself, and Elliott wave service provider, which means though I am busy teaching traders how to use Elliott wave, I am always careful to provide Elliott wave analysis for traders for free. Because if I start doing that, I will get into trouble with those Elliott wave service providers, and I don't want to get into that kind of a conflict with those Elliott wave service providers. Because I respect them, what they are doing, which is not easy, and I don't want to mess up their businesses by providing for free Elliott wave analysis for traders. Though from time to time, I take a financial instrument, and for educational purposes, I will perform an Elliott wave analysis, looking at the chart, starting an Elliott wave count. This is just for educational purposes to teach traders how they also can learn and start using the Elliott wave principle themselves. So you need to understand that the area wave analysis, area wave forecast, okay, uh, uh, service providers, okay, um, they are analyzing the charts, and so for instance you can contact them and then they will analyze a chart for you, and their service is mainly for traders that do not know how to count wave, how to forecast the market themselves. So those type of traders may buy those services from them, and then okay, they will perform area wave analysis for you and tell you that okay, this stock is in the fourth wave and so on. All right, so those services are suitable for traders that cannot okay perform okay a valid area wave count, a valid area wave forecast. But what I'm doing at the 2-4 area wave is more about okay education, teaching somebody who want to learn to master the area wave principle, so he or she can also gain that ability and perform a valid okay area wave forecast or perform a valid wave count. All right, so I'm always very careful about what I'm doing at 2-4 area wave, so I do not annoy, so to speak, okay, those are service providers. This is kind of a gentleman agreement, okay, between myself and also because I see at the beginning when I start posting video on YouTube about area wave analysis, I see some comment that looks like, okay, I've been stepping on their feet, and they didn't like that. So I'm always careful about what I'm doing. Okay, it's about educational purposes. So one more time, all right, though a trader can contact me about our trading system and I will talk about it, I am not going to do okay an area wave analysis for traders. Otherwise that will be okay the violation of the gentleman agreement. But on this occasion, let's look at this chart. I think it's good that we look at it, all right, together and see what is happening here, because I think it's very interesting scenario here, and that's why I'm recording this video today, all right. But in fact, the video was originally for a trader that has a specific question to know that if the stock Exact Sciences is in the 4th area wave, all right. So first thing first, there is an area wave cycle that is completed here when I put the orange spot. So this price move up, is this a new trend? Okay, that's a question. Now, because it is a stock that we are analyzing, anytime you are analyzing a stock using the area wave, always check with the S&P 500, okay, the market itself, compare, okay, the wave count, okay, relating to the market itself, because we are trading first the market, and compare it to the financial instrument that you are also analyzing, so you may have a bit of idea what is likely to happen. In my view, I believe that the S&P 500 and all the major indices are now in the 5th wave. So you need to be careful. The market is reaching, okay, it's now, in my view, it's in the 5th area wave, all right? So whenever we are analyzing, especially if you apply the area wave, especially on a monthly chart like this, except for instance you are day trading on the 1 minute time frame, or you are day trading on the hourly time frame, okay, or the daily chart, you may see okay another mini area wave cycle. All right, that's just a few things. But looking at this chart, we see that an area wave okay trend was completed right here, followed by a flat correction. This is an expanded flat correction, and the price push it down to the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level of the prior trend. Prior trend from here all the way up here. All right, we are now at 78% Fibonacci retracement level of that prior trend. If you look carefully on my chart, you will see 78. I don't use the 78.6%. I always use exactly the 78% Fibonacci retracement level. You see here, that's the line here. Let's call out that line into pink. There are investors there out there, or there are okay market participants out there that always buy stock that pull back to the 78% Fibonacci retracement zone. They consider those stock oversold, and they will go and check the fundamental, and if the fundamental are solid, they will just buy it because they consider the financial instrument being very, very cheap. So I think this is what's going on here, but it is a trend, all right? So what we're going to do now, we're going to analyze the price action from here all the way up here to see whether we are in the fourth area way. But hold on a second, all right? On this monthly chart, all right? All I will say, looking at the monthly chart like this, I think this correction here can become a complex correction. So the first part of the correction is a flat correction. We may see something else that we call X. The X is a trend that has failed. So if the trend continues, then we will say, all right, now it's a trend, all right? Remember, but as the trend, now you see, it looks like a trend that is being developing, but generally, the X of a complex wave is a trend that has failed. So if this trend was supposed to be a trend, looks like a trend, all right, has failed, which we start pulling back, that may constitute the X of a complex correction. So we may see another move down, blah, 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 before or the price may come back down, forming a double bottom chart pattern. I need to mention that to traders, that be aware that if you see a correction completed, a correction you may think that a trend has begun, but that trend may fail and forming what we call the X part of a complex correction, and we may see more correction. So looking at the market itself, the S&P 500, now in a fifth wave, this stock, unless they have excellent product or something unique going on, they may continue to go up, all right, but there's a high chance, all I would say to traders, one thing that we can do at this point in time, there is a resistance here, which I talked about already with that trader, that this stock, you want to buy it, I told it last time, okay, above 1989, if you find a support, break above 1989, find a clear-cut support, then you take it from there. But there is something else, talking about a cup and handle chart pattern, see here the price form a round bottom here. So now it's now at a resistance level, so which is also the 50% Fibonacci retracement level of last year candlestick bar. So all at this point in time, we are in a resistance zone. It's better to give a bullish signal above 1989. Therefore, if the stock start going down, we need to watch. Okay, we need to watch. Let me do it properly here. We need to watch the 50% Fibonacci retracement level of the price action from here all the way up here. From here all the way up here. So if you start going down, if you find a resistance here is coming down, all right, watch out the 50% zone, this zone here. So between the 50% and the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level of the price action from here to here. Personally, before I will think that a trend is beginning for this financial instrument, personally, I will prefer that this stock pull back to this zone, 50% and 61.8%, a sweet spot Fibonacci zone for the price action from here to here on the monthly chart, all right? I will prefer that. I will prefer it to pull back here. And then when it start going up from here, I will start counting wave from this point onward. But I'm talking like this because of what is happening on a monthly chart. But we're going to go a little bit deeper. We're going to go to the yearly chart, and we're going to go also to the daily chart to analyze, okay, the price structure from here to here, all right? So what I'm going to do now, so we are talking about the price action from here to here, okay? So to make sure that we are analyzing the correct part of the price, I'm going to put two vertical lines there before we switch to the, okay, put it here, I'll put it on the side here, before we switch to the daily chart. So pay attention to the two vertical lines. We're going to analyze the price structure here because there was a trend and then a flat correction. Are we now in the fourth area wave? Can we say that we are in the fourth area wave? So I'm going to go now to the daily chart, right? So you see the two vertical lines, we are here now. So we know where we are now on the daily chart. We're going to analyze what's happening here on the daily chart, okay? Let me remove some of the line here. So on the daily chart, we want to analyze the price structure between the two vertical lines. So following our guidelines, we see that there is a consolidation here. You see the consolidation. Or I'm going to remove my pink line, which is the 78% Fibonacci retracement level that we have seen already. So there was a consolidation here. Okay, will you agree? I'm drawing my line like this. Okay, kind of consolidation in this session. All right. Okay, between the two horizontal lines. So it's a consolidation. Following our guidelines, I will start counting wave from here. So I'll say this is the first area wave from the top of the consolidation on the daily chart, and this is the second area wave, and then I will say this is the fourth area, this is the third area wave, the longest wave. So the price gap up and continue to go up. Now we have a consolidation that is taking place here. So I believe this is what the trader is looking at, thinking that we are in the fourth area wave. So if that trader was counting area wave on a daily chart, he or she will think that we are now in the fourth area wave. So now when we are talking about area wave count on one time frame, in order to validate the wave count, we go to the higher time frame by looking at what's happening on the monthly chart. In my view, at this stage, all right, at this stage, I will think of a correction that is not yet finished. All right? I will think that though we have first wave, second wave, third wave, and a consolidation on a daily chart, that trader has a good reason to say that it's a fourth area wave. But is this a true trend? That's the question. Is this a true trend? All right? But in the bottom line for in trading is not to lose, all right, which is very important, and to make money. So with this, what is going on here, that's why I say it's better, you see now, so it's now at the resistance level 1989. If we want to buy, we will prefer to buy above 1989. That will be safer place to look for, okay, using a top-down trailing method and take it from there. So prefer to break above retest, implement a top-down trailing method here. There's a high chart at the price, we come back down. All right, but on a daily chart, it looks like first wave, second wave, fourth, a third wave, and a consolidation taking place here. Will it go up now? All right, we know that, okay, if the third area wave is extended, therefore, there is usually equality between the first and the fifth wave. So we can use the length of this supposed to be. So this is a preliminary wave count. So anytime you are counting area wave for the first time, it's not definitive because the price is moving. We're going one step at a time. It's not definitive. So preliminary wave count, so you will put it like this. Third area wave is extended. So one thing you can do to know that the third area wave is extended is to know where is the 161.8% Fibonacci extension level of the first wave. If it goes above that level, therefore we can declare that we have, okay, an extended third area wave. It looks like an extended third area wave straight away like this, just looking at the chart. So there is, though, if the third area wave is extended, there's a high chance we may have equality between the first and the fifth wave. So I'll put it here like this. Okay, our fifth area wave. So a target will be set at 2345. That's a first target. We can also use the magnitude of the first wave, talking about from the top to the lower part of the first wave, the magnitude of the first wave, and we project it also here, bringing us a little bit above our first target. Okay. So there are videos that are posted recently at 24 area wave, okay, talking about, okay, setting target for the fifth wave. So one target at 2345, second target 2444. That will be a reasonable target for the fifth wave. Are we going to have a fifth wave? Is this a trend? In my view, it looks more like we're going to have, okay, a pullback, okay? But as things stand now, because whenever you see a triangle, what I say to trader, anything is possible. Be ready to buy above and be ready to sell below, all right? So because traders are selling on the edge of this level, priority to bullish signal above 1989, all right? Okay, so on the daily chart, it looks like we have first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave. On a daily chart, we say we are in a fourth area wave. But now, if we start talking about the validation of the area wave, we go to the monthly chart because daily chart has a direct correlation between, okay, there's a direct correlation between the first, the daily chart and the monthly chart. So now I'm looking at this. Those who sold it, you see, so there was a trend, and then people sold it down, boom, 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 down, okay? So those who sold it are coming out of their bearish trade. So remember that when there is people are selling, and then they probably bounce up at the time when they are closing their bearish trade. This is the bounce that we see here. Now, generally, all right, understand this, in order to have a proper trend, all right, we must have investors that want to buy. Though, yeah, the price went to the 78% Fibonacci retracement level of the prior trend, becoming very cheap. If the first buyers are serious buyers, all right, we will have a trend. But so far, it looks to me like people are just closing bearish trade, creating this bounce up. But now, it will become clearer. That's why I will prefer that this stock pull back nearly 50% and 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level of this price action from here to here. So if you pull back to the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, okay, of this price action, and we see more buyers, we will start thinking of a trend. But as we are looking at a financial instrument, analyzing using the area wave analysis for a financial instrument, is always critical to keep, okay, your left-hand side eye on the market itself, which is the S&P 500, on the major indices before thinking that a financial instrument will trend. All right, there won't be any trend if the market environment is not bullish. There won't be any trend if the fundamentals are not solid. There won't be any trend if the company is not creating a unique product and gaining, okay, more market share. All right. I will stop here because I don't like the video to be too long. I hope you have answered the question that the trader has asked, and hopefully other traders will learn something from this tutorial also and will improve, okay, their area wave analysis. We are recording this video because a trader has contacted me asking me, is this stock in a fourth area wave? The stock that we are analyzing is Exact Sciences, EPIC EXAX, okay, Eco X-ray Alpha Sierra, an American stock. All right. If you go, for instance, to the yearly chart, so from the monthly chart, this is what we see. All right. So if you go, for instance, to the yearly chart, which I like, you can see that on the yearly chart, you can see that the price ran fast and then pull back. Okay. It pulled back now. It's now pulling back. Is it finished? Is it finished, the pullback? Okay. Is the first wave, second wave on the yearly chart? It is the beginning of a third area wave. Always. If you see a stock that is in a third area wave when the market is in a fifth wave, be very, very careful. Some stock may do that, okay? Some stock can do that, especially pharmaceutical stock can do that, all right? But you need to be very, very careful when you see something like this and you are watching the market itself. All right, this is the end of this tutorial. If you have any question or suggestion, put in the comment section, and in due course, I will record another video to answer a specific question. But I need to remind traders that I'm always careful. There is a gentleman agreement between myself and the area wave service provider, and so I can keep my peace with those okay, area wave forecast service providers. Okay. Wish you the very best in your training, and until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW SYS008 traders talking about Exact Science area wave analysis. Happy trading to you all, and speak to you soon.